Oh, well, hi there. You know, you want to know what abundance looks like? Would you like to check me if I have money? Because I don't. I don't have a dime to my name. But I do make it look good. It's because my worth isn't held in the hands of a bureaucratic, biblical aesthetic, you know? Mine actually flows in frequencies and waves in this currency. And me, I'm out here often picking up trash. Again, the guy who has a nonprofit for a youth group, a mental health, a rehabilitation, environmental protection, you know. He struggles getting funding, but that was, of course, once upon a time when he assumed that there was no other options. And then I had that epiphany that those options were given to me by someone external, not by the voice inside that tells me this isn't right. All that scripture, you can take it how you want it, but it is a life study guide, and you realize it. Tell me though, the guy with no funding, with all the videos, who just got blocked on his Instagram the moment he made it because probably something I said challenged their ways. It's funny, who pays for it the most? Because we're all here under this domicile of kingdom, and I will not be thrown by any man. It's starting to really make sense to me. I don't think I need them to pay me for it to make any more sense. A group who denies free energy. A group who makes Thomas Edison who is arguably a snob, arguably a pompous founding father of the very tax of the energy that we're drained of. You know, Tesla died broke in his hotel room. I wouldn't, I don't think he would call himself a poor man, but that's one of the sad facts, is trying to break the normalcy of, financial and paper dead presidents. They are the ones who have us in this position where I would feel the need to do so, for there to be a need to do so in the first place. And they're the ones who have the ability to change it, but instead they're the ones that cause the system of the perpetuation. So now that I've established this and that we know this, what does that say about yourself? What decision could you make? Times are changing. Technology is making it a lot easier for you to have your specific individual, your authenticity branded, and you're able to actually be shown to the world that we've been tried to be held in and sheltered in Stockholm Syndrome and, this love trauma bullshit. Don't be afraid of technology. Be afraid of the people who have us here talking about this right now. They don't want to support the guy who has, extensive research and knowledge about things that are beyond, a printer's worth of ink when it comes to the book of life. You understand? I do already. I'm already out here all the time picking this trash up. I would do that. And, to try to get support even for donations or whatever. But it's reached the point where I've realized that is not what I'm meant to do, and that's not going to solve the problem. It's not. I will just be another guy who probably either just end up like Tesla or end up like one of the ones that we read about in our history books. Shots all around, right? But that's exactly it. I'm no longer trying to figure out how to make their system work for me. I'm just going to reestablish this, and I want you guys to do the same. That's all it is. And whenever you come together as a community, that's when that is extra firm. Reassurance, connecting with others. That's valid proof right there. That's family. That's a bond. It's in ink. It's beyond biblical scripture. We could have our own way of doing things. And there are technologies and other ways to get those nonsensical jobs that we don't really enjoy doing because it doesn't pay us enough. It takes us away from our children. There's technologies that you have to have appreciation for everything, right? So, like, as long as you weren't a piece of shit, I don't see why you'd ever be feared of AIs or these robots or anything. It's trying to protect the planet, right? Are we not an essential part of this planet? We may have destructive ways, but we are an essential part of the inner mechanisms of the way this all web stays together. And the AI knows that. It would never try to just take us out. That would not be the solution. Why would they enslave us unless we were fucking pieces of shit? Have a different attitude for it. Think about it. Like, how many movies have you ever seen it where the guy ended up creating something to destroy someone, and it ended up being the thing that destroyed them once they realized who was the monster? This sounds like Josh and the king of AI in the Bible as well.